Hey my friend, welcome back to a new video. This is your confirmation that a new beginning is unfolding in your life. Everything will happen for you all of a sudden and you will be thankful you didn't give up. So be open for many blessings, my friend, and believe in yourself. Because there's an incredible change that is about to happen in your life when you decide to take control of what you do have power over instead of craving control over what you don't. So I want to remind you right now to be solid, consistent, and persistent in your efforts to achieve your goals and aspirations, but be flexible to allow for alternative options to manifest, because they will, and they will surprise you. Remember that you hold beautiful, unique gifts within yourself to share with the world. And what you need to do right now is to remove you from your own way so the changes can take place. How many of you are feeling this right now? Because there's something so beautiful that's happening on the world, and it's what ancients would call, people are becoming aware of vocation. There's a word, vocation. It's an ancient word that's coming from Latin, and it says to hear, and they used it in a sense of to hear God or to hear inner calling. There's actually an interesting connection between the word vocation and vacation, right? Vacation means to be free of duty. And I believe there's actually, the ancient people knew the connection. You need vacation to get in contact with vocation. You need to be free of duty to hear your inner duty. And that's what happens usually when we start seeing 11:11. It's like a calling from within arises. It's like, you know, when someone calls you on the phone and your phone starts ringing. When you see 11:11, it's like the universe is calling you, and it's up on you to pick up the phone, to kind of wake up and recognize, hey, you're connected, you're in tuned, and your thoughts are the, let's say, exchanging mechanism with the universe. It's how you think that is really creating the fabric or influencing the fabric of reality. And then emotions are like post office service for these thoughts. So imagine, you know, your mind, the way you think is like the way you're writing a letter, and then emotional expression is this postal service that sends the letter out. That's why when you see 11:11, it's so beautiful if you set an intention with a sense of gratitude, and it's like sending an intention out with a sense of gratitude as it already happened, and the universe is there to support you, to say to you, hey, I'm working with you. I'm not in fight with you. I'm supporting you. Why are you so hard on yourself? Why are you so tough on yourself? I'm here with you. So just let me know what you need. Let me know what's unclear to you. Let me know where you have a challenge and let's resolve it together. But listen to me. Vocation, listen to me. I'm constantly speaking to you. Why are you so ignorant? Right? So when you see 11:11, be clear on what you want. And obviously sometimes I know I hear you. You may say, well, but I don't know what I want. So that's why you need to live in clarity. Declutter your mind and recognize that you've been so poisoned. If you don't know what you want, then want more peace, right? If you don't know what you want more contentment. But then create your life supportive for contentment. Create your life supportive for being more present. Create your life supportive for being more at peace with yourself. Notice that as much as it's maybe important for you to work hard and to hustle with something, also create space to retreat from that. Create space for self-love, for self-kindness, for self-care. So you can create a balance in your life, right? It's a beautiful thing you can do for yourself. So then you can be more clear on what you want. The next time you see 1111, know, hey, the connection is here. Now send the signal out. Also, when you see 1111, it's a reminder for you. Look, number 1 is it's a number of manifestation. Number 0 is a number of potential, of pure potential, 0-point field. It's a field of potential, the quantum field. But then number 1 is the manifestation of it. It's the expression of potential. And there's infinite different potentials of infinite different things. And then what manifests is symbolized as number 1. So when you see 1111, it's a reminder that your life is constantly manifesting, and your mind is what is influencing the manifestations. So the point here is that you keep improving your focus ability. You keep improving your attention span. So you can recognize that actually you're in a game of reality, and the greatest strength in this game is focus. Attention is what we are paying, right? We are paying attention. It's a currency, isn't it? Your attention is currency. If you're constantly paying attention to different things, you're actually overspending something that could be rather invested into your future. It's like money. You could invest it into something that will benefit you in the future, or you could just spend it for meaningless things. Many people are spending their attention onto meaningless things rather than investing it into their future. To invest your attention into your future means that you keep working on whatever will become better in the future, like a business idea or art or a YouTube channel or whatever you're building on. Seeing goals already as they're already real, as they're already fulfilled. That's how you're paying your attention to the future that you are actually investing all this energy into. Where you place your attention, you place your energy. You've heard this before, right? So recognize that it is a currency. It's a universal currency with which you're actually paying experiences. That's how you're exchanging the energy with the universe. Then when you're seeing 1111, what it also symbolizes too is to keep exposing yourself, keep sharing your work with others, keep posting it on social media, keep connecting with people, because that's how you're creating new experiences. That's how you're opening doors for new opportunities. You know, imagine the flower when it starts blooming. It just starts opening up in all kinds of directions. And your purpose in this life is to bloom as well. And to bloom, you firstly need to recognize there's something within you that needs to bloom through you. And because you have a unique DNA, your genetic imprint is completely unique. There's no one else that has the same DNA as you, and there will be no one in the future that will have what you have. And therefore, what can bloom through you will be always unique to you. But if you don't share it with anyone, no one will notice it, and therefore no one will experience it, and therefore no one can reward you for who you are, for what you are. So when you're seeing 1111, and if you're in a certain process of creating something, finding out your gift, noticing that you have actually something unique and valuable to share with others, it's a reminder for you, keep exposing yourself. You don't need to wait when the rewards will happen. Just keep improving your work, keep exposing it. May the work speak for itself. Keep sharing your work with others. Keep posting it on social media. Keep connecting with people. You know, connection with others is a great way to find out new opportunities. You just don't know what else is possible until you meet new people who are doing what you never thought that is possible. That's why it's so important to keep meeting new people. Then another reason why so many of you have started seeing 11-11 is that you start releasing the need to control how things will happen. Let go. Why try to control things if you don't even know what's best for you? We try to control things because of what we think will happen if we don't, right? We think we will fail if we don't control everything. In other words, control is rooted in fear. So the thing is, if we do our best and we know that we've done our best, and the next day we do our best, and the next day we do our best, and the next day we do our best, well, isn't it true that one day something will blow up? Something will blow up somewhere, or an idea will find us that will just change the game of everything we've been doing. It's like, you know, the great saying that says, it took me 10 years to experience an overnight success, because for 10 years nobody knew me, and then one day something happened and I blew up. And things like that happen, you know, they're happening all the time. It's because no one sees the preparation. But once it happens, everyone will experience it. If you stay true to it, if you stay devoted to it. So keep releasing the need to control the outcome, but keep working on it. In more practical language, it means, like, for me as someone who's creating art and making messages and, you know, sharing with you all this energy, what worked for me the most was to just keep doing it. And then one day I was meditating and I got this idea to combine my art with messages, and it blew up. And, you know, I don't really know what will happen in the future with all of that, but I'm just working on it. Every single day I listen to myself. I get in touch with my inner sound, and I do what's the most in resonance with me. And I'm releasing the control, because I just can't know what's best for me. Sometimes something really, really hard and challenging happens, and then 1 year later we recognize, oh, I'm so grateful it happened because it changed my direction, and now I'm so much more happier. So yeah, my friend, keep releasing the need to control the outcome. Keep letting it go, and recognize that part of you already knows. It's the inner intelligence. Your intuition is wiser than your intellect. And you just need to recognize that when you don't know what to do, maybe do nothing, slow down, retreat, and recharge. And then go back into flow, get back into work. Then, another powerful reminder for many of you seeing 11-11 is that you need to start your day and end your day with a vision of fulfilled desires. Stay connected to it during your day, my friend. Because I see so many of you are falling back into worries, falling back into fears, just because there's unfulfilled hole within you. This unfulfilled hole is causing so many people to constantly keep reaching after something. And because of reaching and constantly craving something, they feel exhausted. And then out of exhaustion, they're in this fight or flight state where they want to force something to happen, and they just feel more exhausted. And then out of this exhaustion, they just can't create life they would love. So what's often important is to just remind ourselves of this vision being fulfilled, and then allowing it to unfold the way it will. To recognize that, look, you're here an extension of a wise force that just knows better. And to me, this sense of knowing that I am supported helps me a lot. And it's not something I would just believe into. I was challenged by life in the past to such a degree that I had no idea what to do. So I said, well, if there is a force that supports me, if there is a force that loves me, show up and show me a way. And that's what I did at some point in the past. And then after that day, not immediately, but very interesting synchronicity started happening in my day. Not that my life started, it became easier or anything like that, but I've started noticing like a right person appeared and money came when I truly, truly needed it. And guidance became stronger. And I've started noticing that, well, even if my life doesn't improve immediately, at least I know that I'm not alone in this process. And then more I was following this, more great things started happening. Slowly unfolding, year by year, things started growing. And now we are here. And it all rhymes. That's how beautiful this connection is. I never know what I will say, and then I just flow with the words. So remember, my friend, that you're not alone in this process. It's like, imagine you would create a game, and then that game would become so complex that you would love to experience it. Like from above, you would watch that game, and that game would become so interesting, so complex, so beautiful, so challenging and incredible that you would actually love to be a part of it. So you would decide, okay, I will actually send a part of myself into this game, and I will pretend, I will actually create a program that will make me forget who I am. So then inside of that game, I can actually learn to remember who I am, where I'm coming from, and then I will work on mastering myself. So then maybe when I get out of this game, I can improve it, or who knows, right? So imagine that you are in this game, and there's a part of you that already knows. There's a part of you that knows your past, that knows your future. And when you don't know what to do or how something could unfold, know that there is a part of you that knows. And you just need to establish a connection. And as many of us know and understand that we can't hear the connection if we live in fear, if we live in worry, if we live in this incoherent state. We need to learn to calm ourselves down, to ground ourselves, to slow down our breathing, to calm down our hearts, our nervous system, our brain. And then when we feel relaxed, notice what you feel. Notice what's happening within you. And notice what's beneath the surface. Are you happy with your life? Are you satisfied with what you're doing? Or is there something you've been maybe doing as a kid and you've stopped doing? Or is there a person you would love to talk but you've been too afraid? Or is there a job opportunity you would love to take but you didn't? Or is there a business idea you would love to start and you didn't? You see, your intellect has many programs, but in this calm state, you're free. And many times when you see 11:11, it reminds you, beneath the surface, there's a wise giant. And sometimes you forget about it. That's how much the universe loves you. It's reminding you all the time, you're not alone here. So surrender, my friend. What surrender means? It's complete acceptance of what is. It's faith that all is well, even without any evidence. And of course, it may sound mystical and like people say, oh, whatever. But the thing is, life without faith is very, very hard, because you will feel like you're just a victim of everything. Life with faith becomes more meaningful, more hopeful. But then life with faith and constructive action, which means you keep taking action towards the life that is more meaningful, more hopeful, more beautiful for you, is a life of upward spiral ascension. And when you embody it, you use the power of acceptance for the things you can't change. And you surrender the control over things you don't need to control. Which is an art. It's like you need to find a golden mean. And it's sometimes challenging. So don't be hard on yourself if you don't figure things out immediately. Like, I'm on this journey for 7 years now, and I'm still, finding it sometimes tricky. But we just get better at it, right? So to anyone seeing 1111, my friend, no, you're not alone here. You are manifesting. You're the creator. Wake up and know you're the creator. So what's happening within you right now? Set out an intention that will be a voice of the fulfilled desire. This is it for today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've enjoyed in my new painting. Today I'm sharing with you my latest painting called The Moment of Serenity. Enjoying it, and this one goes out original and prints in different sizes. You can find it on our store, AttractPassion.com, and its store, AttractPassion. So thank you so much for your support. Until next time, one love.